go.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? I'm ATT. I'm joined by Hats. We're doing Season 8 DGBA Speed Boost Power Rankings, post-draft analysis power rankings. Should have been done like a month ago, but
We're busy guys.
yeah, tell everybody how we kind of decided on the rankings. I mean, if you watched the...
It wasn't. We just like, oh yeah, that team looks alright. That team looks alright.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
If you watched the Poison Point power rankings, kind of made our own
if you
list.
watch the Poison Point power rankings before they were bad, these are worse.
Yeah, these are for sure worse.
These are worse.
Look, we're not gonna lie to you. We did not put as much effort.
No. Hang on. No. We put the finest of effort, and you should pay back our effort for by watching the whole video.
You should. All
and
right.
not skipping to your parts.
Okay, yeah. Show some respect.
You're gonna skip to your part anyway, but I want you to feel guilty about it.
Show some respect. All right. So
Right.
we're gonna have these in reverse order, and that means number 16, worst draft in our opinion.
Oh wait, hang on. Should we let the stream guess who's number 16?
Okay, yeah, fine. All right. Whoever's in stream.
Ratassi can guess who's 16.
All right. I think is last. It's gonna be really sad if he doesn't.
No, you can't say me or you.
Well, you can't say me.
Because
Obviously,
we have like no non-biased opinion.
I have no bias at all. I'm completely objective.
So we're gonna try and make this a bit quicker than last time.
Yeah, the last one was like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah,
try to
we've done.
cut down.
Well, Ratas isn't saying anything, so I think we just get on with it.
All right. So last we have the SL Benfinions with the Solgaleo
Oh,
Ho-Oh,
this is so sad.
Naganadal, Gorgeous Donphan, Domize, Alamomola, Araquanid, Savali, Blissey, and Mega Sableye.
I'm in tears.
Look.
This is.
This is a live stream. Everybody knows that we're streaming live, so you have to react and talk to chat.
No, what live stream?
Oh
What?
my gosh. All right, never
I
mind.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Hi JP, how are you doing?
JP, I told you, you were going to be last. And what even is this team? What? I don't get it. It's just
kind of a weird team. Look, I'm not saying it's bad. It's he doesn't have Keldeo, so. Okay.
No, I think the first three picks. Just a heads up. He traded. I think he traded the Keldeo for was it Aloe?
Okay, so the Aloe was originally Keldeo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, other way around.
Oh, okay. So the Aloe is now a Keldeo. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the first three picks are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
They're like sort of hard to judge because they're like mons which like we're less familiar with. But I think stuff like Ho-Oh, Naganadel, and Solgaleo can all be like really big threats if you don't prep them correctly. But then afterwards, I sort of feel like he went too much into trying to like make sure Ho-Oh was like supported well.
Yeah,
which I sort of
so.
understand because if you support Ho-Oh well, it can be like a huge threat.
This team looks
Like,
either okay. So I'm sorry to cut you off, but this team looks good. But the problem is Solgaleo doesn't get so. Normally Solgaleo, Ho, and Naganadel are like banned from leagues, and this league it's really cool because they have like unbans and stuff. But there's some restrictions on it. So Naganadel can't be Nasty Plot or have a Z move. Ho doesn't get access to recovery, and Solgaleo also doesn't get access to items or recovery. So because of that, it kind of just makes it. They just makes them not as good as you'd expect it to be. And that's why this team is so low. I feel like, you know.
Yeah. I just feel like there's so many mons who just do similar things, like Florges, Aloe, and Blissey. I feel like even having two of them are redundant, but having three of them I feel like he's just gonna lose a lot of momentum with this team.
Yeah.
With how like passive a lot of the mons are.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and his offense is just restricted to his first three mons.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I guess you could potentially run Banded, Delmize, or Araquanid for a little bit of offense, but really there's not much. And he's like really paired it with a really stall-heavy core with the Alamomola, Blissey, Sableye, and in general, stall is just not very good in.
Yeah, Stall's a bit meh in draft. Yeah, JP, how are you doing in this draft?
Oh yeah, Ho doesn't have Sacred Fire also. So
It
yeah,
doesn't
that
have Sacred Fire. Yeah.
so that
But
those are the
like
biggest things.
other issues I see with his team is I think his only flying resist is the Solgaleo. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's pretty weak to flying spam, and I guess before Keldeo he's also sort of weak to dark types.
Yeah, which
Yeah, because
yeah,
like his only dark resist is the Florges.
Gorgeous, yep. And so like I don't know. See, if you're 3-0, like that's fine. I'm not saying it's not impossible to win with this team, but on a draft on its own, it's not the best. Anyway, moving on. 15, we have the Des Moines Delibird. How did I?
Des Moines Delibirds.
Yeah, Des Moines Delibird. So values and everything resist, bro. Right.
That's true. That's true.
That is true. We have Shaman, Sky, Mega Diancie, Gliscor, Necrozma, Snorlax, Como-O, Scolipede, Incineroar, Lantern, Cortana, and the regular Metagross. And, restrictions on Skyman are no Seed Flare and no
Air Slash.
Air Slash. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's the only one here.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like this seems pretty weirdly constructed. The first things that sort of like I noticed is the fact that he has Shaman Sky and Gliscor with the 4 times Ice Weakness, and then the Kartana with the 4 times Fire Weakness, and then his Water type Lantern.
Yeah.
Which I think,
So,
I mean, I like Lantern, but it's a pretty questionable Water type in the free draft, in my opinion.
yeah, especially when they're like having Lantern's fine, but having it as your only bulky water is like not ideal in my opinion. I mean, I guess he has Incineroar, which is a solid check to at least the ice types, and fire types to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like there's that, but there really isn't much outside of that, like in terms of synergy with this team. I don't know.
I feel like this seems like really weirdly constructed as well. I'm not sure what like Metagross really does for this team too much.
Yeah,
Like, I guess it's a nice priority option, and like I guess Kartana's not the best steel type, but
yeah,
I
especially
don't know.
defensively. But so the thing with is I notice a lot of his like offense is really setup heavy. Like,
Yeah.
Well, except except Shaman, which can obviously it can be complicated.
Yeah, like, Mega Diancie doesn't need to set up.
Yeah, Dancy doesn't need to, but everything else essentially does. I guess the cart can be a threat on its own, but it's best that it's gonna be like SD. That's gonna want to set up. So Scolipede is similar. Como is gonna want to Dragon Dance, Belly Drum on Snorlax, that kind of stuff. Kind of predictable.
Yeah, I feel like you can with like ways. I feel like the way you stop this team is definitely if you can stop it stab up, then it becomes a lot harder to deal with.
Yep, that's.
I think they also made. I think they traded the Incineroar for Rotom Heat, I believe.
Okay.
Which I guess that like fixes up like maybe potential Bolt Beam weakness.
Yeah, that's true. That helps.
So I think like I think Bolt Beam could actually be pretty annoying for his team. Although he does have Lantern, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, Lantern fits well with the rest of his team, but having it be the only thing that does its role is like not really the best. I think.
Yeah, I just feel like he has a lot of like Mons which like really appreciate good bulky water.
Yeah.
But Lantern gets shit down easily. And because he can't run stuff like Z heal well.
Yeah. It doesn't have reliable recovery.
I mean, I like the Mons here, to be fair. He's got like a lot of like scary Mons and stuff like Shaman Sky and Mega Diancie did really well last season. I think both of them made finals in both leagues.
Yeah.
So that shows that these Mons can definitely like carry a team pretty far.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like they're good Pokemon. Every single one of these Mons in a vacuum is really threatening.
Yeah. I like the issues of team synergy for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, and also he has like his Z-Mons are Shaman Sky and Como.
Yeah.
And I think like Z Scolipede, Z Kartana.
Necrozma even.
Even Z Necrozma would be better than Skyman.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's like a missed opportunity there. I can see like the Z Como, I can understand that, but I just think it would be better on Kartana or Scolipede. Okay. So moving on, 14, we have the DC Umbreon with Blaziken, Toxapex, Tornado, Thundurus, Unbound, Ferrothorn, Diggersby, Mega Pinsir, Chansey, Slurpuff, Goodra, and Braviary. What do you think?
Yeah. One thing we should mention is the fact that Spoink and JJ were like drafting half each other's teams or something. It was like yeah, something is a bit of a joke for the season. And they both end up with like really weird teams. And with this team, he has like some solid defense and some somewhat solid offense, but they like the defense meshes pretty well. Like the offense somewhat meshes well, but together as a team, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Stuff like Chansey, Pex, and Ferrothorn, like that's a really good defensive call, but it loses it a lot of momentum, and that's pretty bad, especially when you have a team like Hooper and Bounds, and like all these like faster offensive mons.
Yeah, and you always want especially the Hoopa and even Diggersby. If you try to run like a Bandit set, you're gonna want something to pivot in for it, like you want it to come in. So like that momentum isn't there. But this outside of the Thundurus, there really isn't much. Maybe the Braviary can be.
He has 3 flying types. I feel like a really powerful fighting type mon can actually really blow through the team. Because I didn't see like great switch-ins.
Yeah, outside the Toxapex.
Fighting type with like pretty much most fighting types get EQ or something to hit Pex.
Yeah, exactly. So
he has like a really, I've noticed like he has like a massive eye sweetness. So I think Fundy, Pinter, Braviary, Diggersby, and Goodra all have all weak to ice, which is pretty bad. I have no idea why Braviary's there. I feel like that could be traded out for like a
better flying
yeah
type. Or maybe
well,
not
no,
a
he already
flying
has
type.
2 flying types.
Yeah,
I feel like just maybe like another mon which should maybe like pivot rounds. Maybe like a slow momentum. I feel like a slow momentum will be really good on this team.
Yeah, I feel like something like a Rotom Wash would be really nice on this, but obviously you can't get it anymore.
Yeah, or I don't know if Electros is around.
Maybe Electros.
Or like I don't know, like some like slow pivot mon I think would be really nice.
Yeah, slow bulky pivot is something this team can do.
Yeah, he has his rockers in. I think his rockers are Chansey and Ferrothorn, right? He doesn't have. I guess Mega Pinsir, but Mega Pinsir's not going to really run rocks.
But he is strong against Dazu. You're right. He is strong.
He's strong against Azumarill. Very true. But yeah, so his reliable rockers are weak to fighting types. Another thing I noticed is that his speed tiers are a bit all over the place. So he has the Blaziken, the Hooper Unbound, the Diggersby, the Goodra, and the Braviary between 78 and 80, with the Diggersby being at 78.
That's like
that's true actually. Yeah,
spike stacking plus Braviary Defiant is good, and he has the Thundurus with Defiant. That's like
but I feel like because he has Thundurus, Defiant thing sort of like becomes obviously Braviary Defiant is pretty nice, but I feel like you could just trade Braviary for like a better mob. But no, that's true. He's got really good hazard stack.
Yeah, no, he has potential hazard stack, and he does have Defiant Deterrence. I mean, Defog Deterrence.
Yeah. I feel like those speeders are actually going to be pretty annoying for him.
Yeah. So like, there's a lot of really strong upsides, and there's a lot of really strong downsides, which is why we kind of had him here.
I still think this is another team weak to flying spam because his only like flying resist is the Thundurus, which isn't the bulkiest thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think maybe like a strong normal type with fire coverage could also be an issue.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I can't. There might be some other type weakness, so I can't see them.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, I'm sure whoever whose team is this? I don't remember
JJ.
This is JJ. So I'm sure he had a thought process, and if he was in chat, he could obviously. There's only so much we can determine from just one briefing.
But we're professional.
Look.
We're right. These are all the flaws.
Of course. Alright, next we have the Peoria Pidgeots with
from one JJ to another.
Yep, this is the bad one. I don't know. I'm not gonna
Wow.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Good power. JJ Visual's good power. Whoops.
We have Magirna, Torrentine, Mega Gallade, Angrowth, Rain, Gastrodon, Cephalon, Umbreon, a lot of On. Tarantula, Salamence, Rhydon, a lot of On. What do you think?
I both really like this team, and I really hate it at the same time. Let's get the positives out of the way. He's got a lot of really good mons here. He's got the McGinley. He's with actually a lot of decent trick room support with it.
Right.
So stuff like Reuniclus can set up the trick room as well as abuse it. He has mons like essentially like Tangrowth from Rhydon, which can really abuse trick room as well. But I feel like with McGinley, it's a mon which generally abuses trick room more when it like helps other mons, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And it's worth noting here that this Magirna again can't run a Z move, or it can't run any item, and it can't run shift gear. So that automatically the two biggest sets that we usually see in like standard play are shift gear and AV sets or a Z move set, and none of those three can be like, or they're not legal. And so
it does limit McGinley a fair bit.
Yeah, a lot.
It's still a matter of prep.
Yeah, of course, it's still hard to prep for because it still has incredible coverage options, but it's just completely different from what we typically think of.
But he's got decent sort of switch into his weaknesses still. So stuff like the Tangrowth, the Ments, and the Torn for the ground types, and the Rhydon on the Ments, and the Gastrodon for fire types.
Yeah, and I'll say
McGinley can definitely do well.
Yeah, and I'll say I really like the triple regenerator core. That's something really nice. Plus wish support with Umbreon. The Salamence potentially.
Yeah,
I like that.
Wish Ments, defensive Ments is the only set, guys.
it's not a bad set. I'll say that.
No, it's the only set I seem to know how to use because I'm bad. We haven't even talked about the Mega Gallade plus Taunty, which I think is very nice. I think Taunty is actually a very good offensive partner with Mega Gallade.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Mega Gallade actually doesn't appreciate like faster mons, and Taunty is just a nice pickup in general.
Exactly. And so, but the biggest issue with this team, I think, is the fact that he has webs and he doesn't have anything to prevent or to like deter defog, and then he has only one stealth rock option. Rhydon.
I feel like he was just drafting it and then realized last round that I don't have stealth rocks.
Yeah.
And then
that's just what it seems like.
Rhydon.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh, also it's worth noting Magirna can't have a berry. Also, you're right. Just because somebody didn't.
It can't.
No berries.
Which is a good name there. But another thing I think that's an issue is that his speed tiers are pretty dreadful because there's like a gap between Salamence at 100 and McGinley at 65, which I think is pretty bad because it allows a lot of mons to not really need to run a lot of speed.
Right.
And I also think it forces McGinley to actually run a lot of speed as well.
Yeah, it does.
Which is pretty bad, considering how bulky it can be.
So he has like the Salamence and then the Gallade and Torn, and like the upper speed tier is really nice. I like that, but everything else is like really slow. He has nothing that's in the middle of the pack, which basically it just means everybody's gonna be running Modest or Adamant Bond.
I also think his removal's a bit dodgy. Like his removals, the Ments, the Taunty. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Ments, you don't really want to run defog on. You don't even Taunty. Like it means you can't run AV, and and I think it means he's potentially weak to Hazard Stack, which is pretty bad when you, especially if you want to rely on Regenerator.
Exactly.
In the game.
So there's a lot of like those kind of little technical. Well, I don't want to say technical.
Yeah.
Those type of issues. And
I guess the last thing I'd say is that he seems really ice weak. There's Torn, Ments, Tangrowth.
And Rhydon.
Yeah, Rhydon. And he doesn't appreciate rocks either.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, from the Torn, the Galvantula, the Berserker and the Ments. Especially Berserker and the Ments.
Yeah. And so I think he's really weak to Hazard Stack.
Yeah, Hazard Stack just really, and he doesn't have like that many hazards of his own. I guess he has like webs,
Yeah, he has webs too,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
But
besides webs, I feel like he could potentially lose the Hazard Wall a fair bit.
yeah, and he like toxic spikes are also really annoying to this because of the double regenerator core, but they're
Yeah.
both grounded.
Webs
Well, I
are
guess
actually webs are pretty nice on this one. Like webs Mega Blade is very
Yeah.
scary.
and that does kind of I'll say that does kind of help patch that speed tier gap a
Yeah,
little bit.
to an extent. To an
But-
extent.
That's still not the most reliable.
Yeah.
Up next we have the AFC Ajaxers. First of all, it's a really cool name.
Oh my god.
But we
And
have
pronunciations.
what's it called? Ajaxers.
Uncultured.
Ajaxers.
Ajaxers.
Ajaxers. Okay. Sorry, I'm white. Kind of. We have Kieran Black, Jirachi, Rotom Wash, Mega Venusaur, Andibus, Jolteon, Gengar, Entei. What's this fucking thing called? Aromatisse, Conkeldurr, and
Okay, so this is the most Gen 6 team I've seen in Gen 7.
yeah, this
This
is
is
really
like-
your ass vibes.
This is so Oras, it's ridiculous.
So, thank you for the follow, by the way. Okay, thank you.
I mean, if you were an Oras, this team would be incredible. But
Yeah, it's still really good, bulky balance offense kind of team.
yeah,
Like I like it.
it's got a lot of good mons here. This like Kieran, Jirachi, Venusaur. Like Jirachi and Venusaur can form a pretty good core.
Right.
He's got some really good breakers in the Kyurem, the Conk, the Gengar, and the Entei.
Yep.
He
He has,
to
like-
an extent.
He has like solid momentum in Jolteon with the offensive momentum and like the best defensive pivot.
Yeah,
Rotom Wash.
yeah,
I think.
and the Buzz is very good too.
Yeah, also amazing.
There's one big flaw with this team, in the fact that he has 3 poison types with the Mega Venusaur, the Gengar, and the Nidoqueen, which makes his team just really not appreciate psychic types
Yeah,
at
and his
all.
only psychic answer is like Mandibuzz, but a lot of them get Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, and and Jirachi to an extent.
Oh yeah, Jirachi to an extent.
Yeah, it is worth noting he did drop Gengar for his Elf,
Okay.
which actually patches like he's also sort of like ground weak as well.
Yeah. He
Because
was.
like
Now it kinda
Mega
helps.
Venusaur's like not the best like ground check. Well, it does have like 2 levitate bombs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And the Mandibuzz.
if he had the Elf, I think this team would actually be like a lot higher. I think this team might be like top 5, top 6.
Yeah, of course. But we can't look at what the team looks
Yeah,
like
we
now.
can't look at it because of that.
Yeah, we look at the draft itself, which is why it's kind of.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually don't have too much to say about this team. I feel like
Yeah.
it's solid besides the 3 poison types. And unfortunately, week 1 he had to face his Shadow Tag Gothitelle, which
well,
is
funny.
that's really unfortunate to be honest.
Funny. But I'll say I want to point out that he has like option and he has obviously grounded poison, which is nice.
Yeah,
And,
that's nice.
He has little trick room option with the Aromatisse and Conkeldurr.
I completely forgot about Grounded Poisons, which I could have mentioned. I think the last few teams.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was just JJ Bizzles and now Grounded Poisons,
Okay.
which makes him even more hazards.
Yeah,
weak.
Hazard's weak exactly. Oh, hilarious.
Yeah, not too much about MX3 team. Like it's a pretty solid team, but besides that one weakness.
Alright, up next
It's
we have
a
the
pretty
West
bad.
Coast Weaviles. Genesect, Battlebond, Greninja, Clefable, Slowbro, Skarmory, Heliolisk, Darmanitan, Chestnut, Steelix, Mega Charizard X, and I really like this team. Like
That's a puzzle.
overall, just don't look at the puzzle.
That's
Okay?
a puzzle.
Don't look at the puzzle. Everything else is pretty solid with this team.
Puzzle.
Okay, you're not wrong. There is a puzzle.
I know you speak.
You like the music? Thank you. I like that. I like my taste in music. But yeah, no. What do you think? I like the offensive core here with Genesect.
What song are you
Ninja.
playing? Hang on. Need to. Don't want to get copyright striked here.
No, it's all copyright free music.
Okay, alright, good, good, good.
What? Why would I play
No,
copyright music when I'm like streaming or?
I'm just checking. I have to be sure. Yeah, there's definitely aspects of the team I like the Clefable Slowbro Scum calls pretty annoying to deal with.
Yep.
And he's got good offense in the Genesect. Battleborn Greninja, which can't run an item. I believe that's its only restriction.
Yeah, which by default means and you can't just spam specs Dark Pulse like you can in OU.
And there's Alex. There are a few like flaws to this team. First of all, I'm not too sure why there's a Steelix and a Darmanitan when he has like stuff like Skarmory and Zardex.
Yeah, like I feel like there's a lot of overlapping roles with this.
Yeah, like I especially Dom. I'm not really sure what Dom does for this team. Like it's a good pivot, but
I guess it's just a breaker. I think maybe...
Oh, and the Plusle, yeah. The Plusle, there's a Plusle
okay,
as well.
I'm stop hating on Plusle. It's a good Pokemon.
He has like 3 steals, 2 fires, 2 electric. How many ground weaknesses does he have?
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
yeah, that is pretty
That's nearly half his team's weak to ground. Yeah, which is pretty annoying. Like he has the Chestnut, he has the Skarmory, like ground fire type. Mega Camerupt just wins. Mega Camerupt just wins.
I mean, he has Greninja, so.
Yeah. No. I just want to say Camerupt wins. Okay.
Okay, you're right. You can say.
But yeah, there's like some monsters I feel like are sort of redundant in this team. He's also, I guess he's also a bit fire weak. Like you can see like some fire weak mons, like the Genesect, the Skarm, the Helolisk with dry skin.
Helix and the chest, yeah.
And Steelix, although he does have Slowbro. I don't think, yeah, I guess like Zard, depending on what the mon is, can sort of switch in.
Yeah.
I feel like there's overlapping types. Gives him a few weaknesses. But the biggest problem I have is the fact that Skarmory is his only removal when he has a Zardex.
Right.
That's like criminal. He's on like the opposite of what JP did.
That's
JP
criminal.
was like, he saw his Ho-Oh, he just got all the removal he could.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd like to point out, Retadaman would like to point out that this team loses to Primal Groudon.
Oh, does it now? Thank you, Retata. Thank you, that's words of... Wow, it loses to Primal Groudon, that's crazy.
It actually gets 6-0 by Groudon.
I mean, Primal Groudon's so bad that no one drafted it, so you know.
Yeah, it did go undrafted. Alright, but yeah, no, the biggest thing is the defog thing. Like you said, like next to Charizard, you really want as much.
Unless you're running defog Charizard, which, I mean, I guess.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Sure. But I wouldn't really recommend it.
I'd like to point out that I'm sad that he doesn't have a good pursuit Pokemon, but his logo is a Weavile.
Shut up. Yeah, he doesn't have. Actually, no, he has ground. I was gonna say he doesn't have a ground and poison type.
Yeah, he doesn't have ground and poison type, which is kind of annoying for the Slowbro. And like the
yeah, like for the regen thing, and it also like reveals if Skarm's unaware or magic guard, which is really annoying. And that's especially bad when your only good defog is the Skarm.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think this team definitely has some holes fixing. Keep the Plusle because Plusle's a god.
Yeah, Plusle. Thank you. Remember when you were shitting on Plusle in the beginning? Yeah.
I was just saying he had the Plusle.
Alright, moving on. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers with the Mega Lati. I don't know if that's Mega Latias or Latios. No?
Mega Latios.
Okay, Mega Latios. Tabu Fini, Infernape, Crocodile, Shaman, Registeel, Crobat, Xurkitree, Licky, and Excelgor. Jesus, and Dugtrio. I like this team, kind of.
No, you don't.
Well, okay, it has a Mega Latios. I by default like it, and a Pursuiter. I by default.
This team's only this low because you didn't like it. You said you didn't like it yesterday.
I like it.
Wednesday.
Hi, Agro. How are you doing? Look. This team is really. Oh, this is like.
You changed your mind?
No. I didn't change my mind.
I just want to make it clear that he was the reason this team. On me.
Look. I just think it's a middle of the pack team. Like, it's not a bad team, but
Oh, look, there you go. That's the true colors.
yeah. Look, I'm just saying the Megaladios. You're endeared. I don't know. What do you think?
I think this seems pretty solid. He has a lot. He has a lot of good speed. And I really like his offensive threats, especially like stuff like 8+ Megalatios, which I think is actually a really good offensive core. And he's got some decent bulk with the stuff like the Finny, the Registeel, and Licky. Although a lot of his bulk doesn't really have like good recovery, like the Finny and the Registeel. I guess Shaman to an extent. Has some form of recovery, but like I feel like his team can potentially get worn down pretty easily.
Yeah.
Even that's a slight nitpick, and I guess the only other weakness I can see is that he's sort of weak to ice with the Lati, the Crook, the Shaman, and the Dugtrio and the Crobat. Which is 5 mons. 5 is bad.
I mean, 5 is that's a lot. That's like again close to half of your team. So, I don't know. It's So what was his Zmon again? It was Infernape and Xurkitree?
Ape and Xurkitree. Those are good Zmons.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to point that out because those are obviously really big threats offensively.
Yeah. I think Xurkitree's a bit on without the Z.
Yeah. Exactly.
He has a Z.
I mean, I don't.
I've heard this seems like really scary. He's got like trapping a Dugtrio, which is pretty nice. They like trap steals for stuff like Megalati. It traps electrics for say for maybe Finny, which doesn't really like dealing with it.
Yeah.
It's Xurkitree's and like the bulkiest electric type. He doesn't have like. He has Shaman.
Yeah, he has Shaman.
This seems good. Seems good.
It's solid. I feel like the offense is really kind of like Latios and Infernape and Xurkitree are kind of really pressured to do a lot offensively.
Yeah, I guess. He has Crook.
That's Crook. Crook is kind of
very good defensively.
Crook to me is like really. I don't know. I personally just don't like it. Maybe that's like personal bias or whatever against it. But I just don't think it's as good
you have
as...
own opinions.
Have you stopped watching games? For now, yeah. But we'll get back to it.
The Selgor is nice hazard stack as well. I guess another weakness is that it doesn't have a grounded poison, and like even though Finny has like Misty Terrain, if it's not up, then Finny can get poisoned.
Right.
So that could be pretty annoying.
And like having the Shaman get poisoned is not ideal. I guess the kid does have.
Yeah. But he has like reliable removal on like Crobat.
Yeah, and Crobat. Yeah, he does. This is like a bunch of. I just think some of the other teams that we have up next are a little bit better.
Like besides the ice, I think the ice weakness is like the only like significant thing. Like he has like solid resist in the Finny and the Registeel, but if you chip them down, then that could become an issue.
Yeah, of course.
Like late game ice spam.
Yeah. So I just think the biggest thing was that for me that the Finny, like his defensive core doesn't have the most reliable recovery. That was just the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next we have. Well, okay. Up next we have the Oklahoma City Electivires with Thunder, Aura, Manaphy, Latios, Buzzwole, Sylveon, Hippo, Rotom, Gothitelle, and Polion and the
Hi, what?
What are your thoughts?
Oh, hang on. We on the new team? This slide just changed me. Carlos. Okay. This team is like when you could look at it compared to all the other teams, you somewhat get a sense that it's a bit underwhelming. Mainly because round 1 Kangaskhan's not a round 1 pick. It's not a round 1 pick in like a normal league, and it's not a round 1. It's especially not a round 1 pick in the free league. I think that does somewhat make his team like a bit weaker. However, despite not being the flashiest team, I actually think this team's like pretty solid all around.
I agree with you.
I like the a lot of mons. They all have like they all do like different things. And I think they all sort of support each other fairly well. My only real criticisms with it is that I feel like this team lacks a bit of priority. I think its only real priority is the
Aquajet and Polion.
With
It's Aquajet and Polion.
Alright, good priority.
Yeah, and then I think Zeraora gets quick attack if I'm not wrong.
Good priority.
Hello, that's a good. You're right. That
reliable. Like even like fake out Kang is like really bad because of like Rocky Helmet.
Yeah.
Like, does he have good knockoff users? I guess like
Not
Napoleon
really.
and Zero, I guess. Yeah. I'm not sure how well supported Mega Kang is, like especially because it was his first round pick.
Exactly. I don't think he's done it.
I think Manaphy gets knockoff actually.
Okay, well you're not running Manaphy.
Well, you never know.
I mean, okay, yeah, you're right. You could potentially run it, but
This is another team without grounded poison, which
but he does have a lot of levitate.
yeah, there's a lot of levitate mons. Yeah, he has like 3 levitate mons, and does he have a flying mon?
No.
Doesn't have a flying type, but he has 3 levitate mons. So as long as he's not going up against a mold breaker extra drill.
Yeah, you should. They got Zero and they got.
I mean, there's a Buzzwole, but
yeah, Buzzwole's like a really good grounder. Beats basically every grounder.
Hidden Power Flying.
Okay, alright.
Life Orb. I think I've seen that once.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you can. I'm very. Not the first thing that you think of.
Yeah, so the knockoff users, Rattata said are just Zero Manaphy, but like Polion does have reliable recovery, so doesn't appreciate getting the Rocky Helmet chip. I guess like Zero would be like the only like good knockoff user he has, which I think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Empoleon's not a bad knockoff user, but typically you'd rather have it run other moves, especially considering that's
it's so hard to fit in.
Yeah, because that's like his. I guess he has 2 health rockers. I'm not sure if Flygon gets rocks. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, it doesn't. Which is gonna get onto my final criticism, which is why is there a Flygon?
Yeah, no, I agree. With
I don't see what Flygon does for this team.
It doesn't really help him at all. He could have definitely drafted something else for the last spot.
Yeah, I think he had Gligar, but it got stolen by Rattata.
Oh, okay.
I'm more a huge fan of the Flygon pick.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, that's basically it. Like, I like the Hippo core. I like the Hippo and Rotom Heat kind of
core. That's a decent goal.
The Gothitelle is nice. You can trap.
They're both weak to monsters. That's not really a core, but sure.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. That's true.
Okay, add Manaphy in there. We'll add Manaphy in there.
Okay, there you go. You throw Manaphy in there. Now it's
add Brandon Mott. That's cool. Oh yeah, add Empoleon because that's an actual defensive mon.
There you go. That's an actual. There you go. Yeah, Hippo, Rotom, and Empoleon.
We got that. So good. I'm making this up as we go along, guys.
I promise we prepared for this. Okay. Off the top of our head.
Right.
Hello, I have notes.
Oh, actually, what do you think about Z-Mons being Manaphy and Zeraora? Would you prefer to see a Z-Lati?
I would prefer to see Z-Lati or even Z-Buzzwole, just because Buzzwole gets a lot of coverage options. Running them with like helpful, but like the Z-Manaphy is a given. I would say that's fine. I'm not sure about the Latios because a lot of times I would like assume like a Specs or a Scarf set. But specify whose team it is because I don't know the name of the team.
Carlos.
Yeah, but that's it. So Zero is okay, but I think I'd rather have it on Buzzwole.
I think if anything, I'd rather have Z-Lati. In my opinion, although I think Z0 is actually pretty decent. Still, so.
Like, it's not bad.
I don't have a huge issue. It's like personal preference for me, really.
Okay.
Yeah, even after this Z Buzzwole, so you're wrong.
Well, look, Z Buzzwole I like it. Maybe it's personal.
No, but it's just biased.
Sorry, I'm trying not to be. All right, next we have.
This is an improvement from last season, so congratulations.
What do you mean?
Last season we had him at 15, I think. Or we had them like really low.
Damn. Okay. Well, next we have the Dunce Arsenal FC, Aegislash, Aegislash, regular Garchomp, Mega, Gyarados, Togekiss, Celebi, Arcanine, Orange, Lycanroc. I think this is a Dusk form, I believe. Zebstrika for some reason. Swallow, Cobalion, and Primarina. Coach of the who is this? Coach.
This is BB. BB Almo.
Alright. Yeah. What do you think about this team?
Although we do have to preference by saying that Arctic drafted this team
For the most part.
yeah, except the last 2 months, but then BB had to take over mid-draft. This team's already gone through two coaches.
Yeah, it really has.
Someone dropped before the start of the season. So, 2 coaches in before the end of the draft. I mean,
that's crazy. Maybe this team is just cursed.
That's a great omen if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it really is.
Aegislash is unrestricted. I don't think he has any.
Oh, he doesn't have any
restrictions.
I don't know. I like this team. I like the Cobalion Primarina. That's nice. Core. Well, I don't want to say core, but like they fit well together. I feel like.
Yeah, not bad. I like how Arctic built around the Aegislash with his like first 3 picks. Like I think Garchomp, Mega Gyarados, and Togekiss are very solid. Like Togekiss, Garchomp, and Aegislash form a really nice offensive and defensive core.
Right.
Someone mentioned that he has 4 Mons weak to ground. I think he actually has 5 Mons weak to ground.
Yeah, well, I guess Striker doesn't count as
Pokemon. Cobalion, Zebstrika, and Lycanroc Dusk, which is pretty bad.
Yep, that's true. But he does have like solid resistance, like Togekiss and Celebi.
Yeah, and and there's nothing to mention that he dropped the. I think he dropped Swallow for Porygon Z.
Okay, Porygon Z. I thought he dropped him for Porygon. Okay, well yeah, even if it's Porygon Z, like okay, they're similar, kind of.
Yeah.
Why I said that, but no, I like it. Like you said, he built well around the Aegislash.
Yeah, I think he's built decently around the Aegislash. I'm not sure why there's a Zebstrika now.
Yeah,
I have no clue why there's a Zebstrika.
Yeah, no, you're
free draft the like rounds,
6
like around 8.
8, you're right. Can't count.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, no, I don't know. There's definitely better mons.
Like Xurkitree was so bad.
Yeah, Xurkitree was there. Jolteon was there. Oh no, Jolteon wasn't. But
I think Jolteon might have been taken, but
Xurkitree was there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that pick.
Yeah, hell, even regular Manectric was.
Yeah, regular Manectric isn't that much better, but
It's still a little bit better.
yeah, no, like an actual Bellum Bomb.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Even Plazo was better than Zebstrika.
Like he's also. I feel like this team also doesn't appreciate electric types because like, although Garchomp's a good resist, it's weak to HP Ice. And
4 times 50.
Yeah.
Just big.
I know there's a Zebstrika, but like we said, it's a Zebstrika. It
really
has
is.
like no bulk.
So
Yeah, I think electric and ground types can be a massive issue. Is there electric ground type Mon? I can't think of
there's Stunfisk.
Stunfisk, yeah, he's 6-0 by Stunfisk.
Yes,
There's Mega Gyarados and a Primarina, so
yeah,
that's not quite true.
Primarina, I like Primarina a lot, and having it go like last round.
Yeah, it's a really solid Mon.
It's really hard if you can.
He had like a War type and a Fairy type, but I still appreciate Primarina because like Mega Gyarados isn't like a great like gold switching. Even though he has like Celebi, I think like the Primarina is just
like he has 2 water types. They're both bulky, but they both play completely. Which is big.
Yeah. So I think maybe he should fix that ground weakness because I think that's pretty like glaring. And fix the Zebstrika, please.
Yeah. I noticed this earlier, but he only has 1 solid defense.
Togekiss. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and he even dropped the swallow. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's,
yeah. Removal was actually a big issue.
That's
for him.
actually an issue. Yeah. I don't know. We didn't notice that earlier. Maybe that. I don't know. Yeah. That's kind of annoying. I mean, it's not the worst. In Focus, it's like a solid defog option, but just having one is generally not.
Yeah. No, I think this team's not bad. Yeah, like yeah, it's definitely a solid team.
Okay. Up next we have the LA Larvatars with Tapu Koko, Mew, Mega Scizor, Mamoswine, Big Mamoswine there, the Hydreigon, Amoonguss, Vaporeon, Archeops, Hitmontop, Palossand. This team, I don't know. You look at the first first 6 picks and it looks so solid. And you see an Archeops.
I was so ready to. I was looking at the teams earlier. I was like, oh, this team's gonna get number 1. This team's gonna get number 1. And Jack DMs me saying, look, I think I'm gonna draft me for the rest of the round. Like, what? No, you have like the best team so far. Yeah. Like, no, I'm just gonna draft a bunch of bad mons. Like, no, surely not, Jack. You've got this. You've got this. And then what does he do? He drafts Archeops round 8.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Aerodactyl was still there.
Arrow was still there. There's a lot of other flying types.
Why is Aerodactyl was still there? Why did you draft Archeops?
I don't know. So that's the thing. If he drafted, continued drafting as well as he started, late into the draft, it would have been number 1 for sure. Because the Koko, Mew, Scizor, Mamoswine, Hydreigon, Amoonguss, even the Vaporeon, those 6-7 monsters so good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't like Hitmontop that much. I think Palossand has like its uses. I don't think like Mamoswine's like not the best defensive ground type, so I do appreciate the Palossand, and I do like Alolan Raichu with the Koko. I think that's his. I will, yeah. I like the Amoonguss plus Koko's. I've seen that a lot. It definitely has its drawbacks in the fact that
you can't spam.
It means
Spore.
it doesn't have like a great brand resist. I know he has stuff like Hydreigon as like an immunity, and I guess Archeops. Archeops is the thing.
Scizor is like pretty solid. Like it's not technically a resist, but it's just so bulky that.
It can take a hit, but I don't know. And then obviously Jack's a good enough player to know that Spore doesn't work electric terrain.
Yeah.
So I think it's the worst thing, but it's like something you have to keep in mind. It's something worth mentioning. I think this team doesn't like ice types that much. Like Scizor's like his only like great ice switching.
Yeah, the Vaporeon, I guess. Although
maybe Vaporeon.
Freeze Dry is not like it doesn't appreciate taking that, but in general it is a pretty solid ice resist. And even the Mamoswine to a certain extent, if they're like not.
I think Mamoswine is neutral, so I don't take it too well.
Yeah, but with the thick fat, it really helps. Also, yeah, I saw CVP. Yeah, no, honestly.
Oh, yeah, no, I think it's fine. No, you're right.
I don't know. It's just the beginning. The first couple of months are so solid that you kind of just have to relatively high. What were Z Pokemon? It was Z Hydreigon. I think it might have been Koko. Well, moving on, we have the Venice Shaman, Protean Greninja, Mega Alakazam, Scizor, Heatran, Decidueye, Nidoking, Mimikyu, Staraptor, Porygon 2, Bisharp, and Zygarde Dog, 10% doggy form. I really like this team. It's really, really offensive. It doesn't really have like a solid defensive core. Like really, he just has Porygon 2, just good in its own right. Like it's one of the best, one of the bulkiest Pokemon out there, but it doesn't have a core around it. But
I'm back. Hi, what's that mess?
Okay.
What's that mess?
I think I'm talking about.
Are we still on Jack?
Yeah. No. I'm done.
No. I'd like.
Oh, you had something to say? All right, we're back.
We're back. Yeah, it wasn't even that amazing point, but Yeah, I think it's like fairy resist from what I noticed were the Sizzle and the Mungus, which means he's weak to fire
Yeah.
plus fairy types.
Yep.
I
So,
don't think it's like a thing, but it's just something to keep in mind.
yeah, it's just something to know. And like HP fire is obviously big.
Yeah, exactly. HG5.
'Cause, honestly, yeah,
Although
okay.
Mungus can like sort of take the hit.
Yeah, Amogus can take HP fire, but the Scissor are
Yeah.
not as much.
Alright.
But yeah, back to the Venice Shaman, and yeah, this team is really fire. Like I really like it. I would say it's really aggressive and very offensive. But
Yeah, it's very offensive.
I think everything is just so good on it. And
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. He did trade the Heatran for
Yeah. Corona, yeah, that was the trade that he made. Yeah, but looking at the team from the draft up, I think this team doesn't appreciate fighting types too well. Like he has like some decent resist, but I think just because he has the triple fighting, like stuff like P2, Bishop, Tran, and the Protein Greninja.
Yeah.
But like fighting types can be pretty annoying. He does have like the double ghost.
Yeah, well, I guess like Protein Greninja
definitely
technically is not always weak to fighting.
Yeah, well, yeah, but did you mention the restriction?
Yeah, okay, no, I didn't. So Protean Greninja can't run Z move, and it can't run. Wait, it can run Z, but it can't run U-turn, and it can't run Gong Shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of.
Well, no, it can run Z move. It can run Z move.
Okay, okay.
No U-turn.
It's just no U-turn, no Gong Shot, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Z moves are allowed. Just big. And I don't know. There's just so many threats on this team. Like,
yeah,
it's just
ridiculous.
it's crazy. This is the type of team that I would draft. This is the type of team that I would bring to like a tournament game. Like I don't know how you draft for all of it. And they kind of fit together very well offensively as well. Like it's not like you can just bring one mon and ball everything. That's hard.
Yeah. Although I feel like P2's gonna have to switch into like a lot of like offensive mons on this team.
Yeah, no, a big part of this draft is gonna be how you play it as a coach. The plays that you make,
sure.
and that's just the case with every offensive team, right? Like, because you don't just by default you don't have switch ins to anything.
Right.
And so you really have to pull smart doubles and make aggressive plays, and they have to work out. That really comes down to player more than the draft.
Alright.
That's worth noting.
Yeah. I don't like his dark resist. I think his dark resist or the Gren, well, sometimes as we said, and the Bishop.
Which none of them want to take it.
Yeah, they share like similar weaknesses too because of the dark code.
Yep.
That's something to keep in mind.
That's true.
And what is Rockers? The Heatran, he's traded off. The Nido King and the Bishop. So I think his Rockers are a bit iffy, and they share like similar weaknesses. I think they're all weak to grounds. Heatran, Bishop weak to fighting, etc.
Volcarona is essentially weak to ground anyway.
Yeah, Volcarona doesn't get rocks.
Yeah. So
yeah, and they're like really like offensive, like they're not like the bulkiest hazard setters.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I think if he had solid rockers, or like a spike stack option, then this would definitely be like ranked higher. But I think because I think offense for sure you kind of need rocks.
Yeah.
Spikes. But he doesn't.
Well, he has Gren. Gren has
Oh, you're right. He does have Gren as a spike.
Yeah. Like Gren can get a spike or a T-spike up on the switch.
And Nido
Gren
King can also get.
is like only so many switches.
Right.
Yeah, I really like this team. I feel like it's gonna be like really hard to prep for. From like an offensive standpoint, it just depends like how he plays it.
Yeah.
If his like plays are sloppy or his prep sloppy, then
yeah,
it can definitely fall apart.
Okay. Next we have the Duke Blue Dwebbles. Jesus Christ. With Deoxys Speed, Landorus Eye, Weavile, Superior, Floette Eternal, which is the fake Pokemon by the way. Volcarona, Bronzong, Tentacruel, Dragonite, Muck, and Alolan Muck.
Floette Eternal is the Pokemon Company didn't want you to know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Before we start, I just want to point out that he has 2 of the 3 best pursuit Pokemon in existence on one team.
Shut up, shut up. I don't need to hear this.
Which makes me so happy. I just want to say I'm literally crying a tear of joy right now.
So can we actually talk about the team now? So first of all, Deoxys, speak on D moves for Nasty Top. But I haven't used it last season. It's really solid, especially if you have like the right offensive mons around it. Because does have a breaker, it without Nasty Spot, it definitely lags like immediate power. But the best way to use Deoxys speed from an offensive standpoint is just to come in and just revenge things. And he paired it very nicely with the Lando Eye, which I also had last season with the Deoxys speed.
Right.
And they're just really nice together because Deoxys has to rely on like Focus Blast in order to break steals, and then but Lando just doesn't care about that.
And he has like
I
think he has a couple Pokemon that can quickly snowball into you just like losing to them. Like the Manectric sometimes can be hard to deal with. First of all, last round Manectric is like, you know, surprising that it didn't go earlier.
No, it's bad.
Is it really? Okay, maybe you're right. You're right. It's not as good as it is.
Okay, Zebstrika.
Okay, it's better than Zebstrika. I will not tolerate such
It doesn't get pursued. Zebstrika gets pursued.
You're right. Better. But he has a Dragonite, which can obviously be scary sometimes. Volcarona, superior, like,
yeah. He has a lot of mons which doesn't like rocks, so I think he definitely needs to. He has like some solid removal on the Tentacruel, and so can fit Defog. Lando, it's so hard to fit onto it.
The biggest criticism I have with this team is that its entire defensive core with the Bronzong, Tentacruel, and Muk, none of them get reliable recovery, which is
well, besides recycle, but like if Barry can get knocked off, for example, then you're sort of in trouble.
But otherwise, I really like it because like Top just mentioned in chat, he does have Spike support, he does have T-Spikes, he has a good spinner, a good pursuit Pokemon.
Fast speed tiers.
Good speed tiers. So overall I just really like this draft.
Yeah, I like Serp with Lando as well, which is another thing I had last season. Just able, like as I said, nice with Weaver, I was just able to like break through the bulky water types.
Right.
Well, I guess like bulky water isn't like really a great switch into Lando because nothing's a great switch into Lando.
Yeah, they really did it. It's just like I
feel like if rocks are up, he has a lot of mons, like a lot of his offensive mons really don't appreciate that, and like you said, he doesn't have the bulkiest mons with like the best recovery. It's also worth mentioning he did eventually trade off. I think he made a few trades. He traded off the UKC. He traded off Electric for UKC, and the Volcarona, which I forgot. Even though we said it last game, for Tran, which means that he's like slightly less weak to rocks.
Yeah, and he does have another really solid rocker.
It gives him a solid rocker.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and you can see it's nice bulky mon, but like we said, it still has like the lack of reliable recovery.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. It does have a huge speed gap after a certain point, but. It goes like Dragonite to like Alola Mark. Yeah, and like, or I think. Yeah, it is 180 and then 30.
I think like he has like a lot of like really fast mons, and it's just because a lot of the Mark Bronze are.
Yeah, no, it's like a really aggressive offensive team. Moving on to the Auburn Doublades, which is, I think personally this is my favorite team. Just because of the Pokemon it has, it's the Tapu Lele, Tyranitar.
But you have an opinion, so it's 4.
Okay, I will hit you, but yeah, no, it's personally my favorite. I don't think it's the best, but I just like the Pokemon.
Because there's like a Tyranitar.
There's Tapu Lele, Tyranitar, Halucha, Roserade, Milotic, Magnezone, Mega Garchomp, aka Joey, Rabombi, Chandelure, Cryogonal, and regular Zam. Yeah, like
I really don't like Halucha's picture there, the sprite.
Yeah, I don't like the sprite either. It should be kicking somebody in the face.
That's the biggest weakness of this team. No, he has I think this team's actually pretty fun. So he has a nice sand core because although it doesn't have like any like sand rush mobs with the Tito, it has the Mega Chomp, which I think is very nice. And Mega Chomp just destroys like any of the steel types, which Lele doesn't like. And I think that's very nice, especially like Magna Zone. Like Zone like checks traps a lot of like stuff like Registeel, which
Right. They're annoying.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Yep.
like Scarm.
Yeah.
And then like
Skarmory.
I guess maybe something like Chomp can deal with the stuff like a lot of the Mark. So yeah, he has like a lot of really good checks to Lele's
Lele and Zam's counters.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think Lele's Zam's actually pretty scary. I mean, it's not quite on the par of like Mega Zam, but it's still pretty nice
Yep.
because of the psychic
Yeah.
thing.
No, I just really like this. Like you have webs.
Yeah,
You have
you have
really good
Lucha
rockers.
Lele, which is nice.
Yeah. Lucha Lele is the best Lucha core, I think.
Yeah,
Out of the four Tapus, you have the
uh,
Tyranitar, which is like
yeah,
just
yeah. T-Tar traps the bulky like the psychics were trying to abuse the Lele terrain.
yep.
Um,
Um,
like webs are nice with Lele and Chomp.
and you have like T Spike option with Roserade, and you
Yeah,
have solid.
yeah, but just has spikes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it, and like the Rabombi is like honestly, when you see Rabombi, like you're just like, oh, it's just a web setter, but I think it's underrated as a quiver dance Pokemon because it does get that Street Fighter quiver dance.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, the thing with Bombi Quiverance from my experience is the fact that its bulk really just holds it back. But if
Yeah.
it's able to get Quiverance up, it becomes really, really scary.
And yeah, I
Mm.
mean, it's just a
A
fun team.
Chandelure, which is a one which I personally don't like, but it can definitely put in work if used correctly.
Right. Yeah. Like if you look at uh like a potential subcom mindset, like that thing is always
Yeah, yeah, Subcom Mine at TC.
yeah. Overall, I like this team a lot. It's fun to use.
Yeah,
It
no,
seems
I
like it'll
think
be
it's
fun to
solid.
use.
I guess we'll talk about the weaknesses quickly because we've been sucking his dick a bit.
You're right. You're right.
Um, there is a lack of priority. I know there is a Lele, so everyone's going like, oh, it doesn't need priority, but it's something to keep in mind because like Psychic Train isn't always up, and
Right.
like priority is always like a nice thing, like in the back, like just in case, like
Yeah.
it's a good safety net.
And another weakness is like just the removal. With
Yeah,
Craggle,
yeah,
Rain
yeah. The
Bucket, all the
removal,
spinner.
it's like Kragunov, Rabombi,
Yeah.
technically Holucha, I guess. It's not great removal.
So those are the biggest issues with this team. But
Yeah, I also think it doesn't. There are a lot of ones weak to fire types. He has a lot of good fire switching, so I don't think that's a huge deal.
yeah, it's not that much an issue. Like Chandelier can be a fire like
Yeah.
unity with the flash fire, and
There are
T-Tar
also a few mons weak to steel, I see, but like again, he has like good switchings.
right because again he has
Yeah,
Magnezone to trap a lot of
yeah.
uh good sturdy
But like
Pokemon and
maybe
Mega
like
Chomp.
people will bring steel coverage to Lele.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. So Heatran boys.
Yep. Uh, all right. Well, up next we have the Montreal Giga Impact, which is really interesting.
Oh, funny Rattata,
Yeah,
Rattatas.
got Rattataman with the Darkrai, Megalopony, Zapdos, Excadrill, Latias, Azumarill, Deoxys Defense, Salazzle, who hopefully he doesn't sack every week. The
Oh,
Cofagrigus, Breloom, and Gligar.
honestly, how does Rattata even think of this? How does Rattata think of pairing Lopunny with Darkrai and then with Zapdos? How
Uh,
does he do it, man? How
I
does
don't
he
know.
do it?
I don't know. I could not tell you.
He's he's a
Crazy.
genius.
Yeah, actually,
No, I really like this team. I think the first two picks of Darkrai, Megalop, they're such an amazing offensive core.
yep.
Um, Darkrai really beats a lot of Megalopony checks. Megalopony is able to punch through a lot of things which Darkrai doesn't like. And yeah, and then he has Zapdos, which I think is a good defensive foil for those two. Um, and then he has like some solid. He has the Excadrill, which doesn't have sand, which is pretty
Yep.
unfortunate. But I think like Excadrill can definitely work without sand.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's a
it's
good
like,
it's a good scarf option. Some like
yeah, it's a great
it's
spinner, which
yeah
is really nice because he has the Deoxys defense with Kofag, which Gives it some very good hazard stack.
Yep. And I mean, I guess it's worth mentioning that Gligar does get Sandstorm, but if you want to go that
Yeah,
way,
well, I'm sure. Okay.
look, it's
Uh,
an option for a potential win con.
Exclusion gets
Yeah,
Sandstorm as well.
just self Sandstorm. You're right, just self
Yeah.
Sandstorm. And
I'm not a huge fan of Azumarill being the only water type. I
yeah,
think,
that's true.
yeah, yeah, Azumarill has like two really good defensive typings, and that just forces it. Like, if you want to bring a belly drum Azumarill, that like can potentially leave you exposed to a few things.
Right,
That's
right.
worth keeping in mind. But Azumarill can definitely run bulkier sets because of
Yeah,
its
yeah,
nice.
you can, and it's with the Sap Slipper, it's actually yeah, like it's Spadef set or a Fizz Def set. You can trap like the uh bulky grass types and stuff like that, which could obviously help out extra drill if that wants to sweep in the end or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So
Um,
he's got really solid like bulky mons. He's got like really like I guess like most of the offense on this seems to have come from the Lop and the Darkrai, but that's still fine.
yeah, although it's worth noting, so we should mention that Darkrai is no nasty plot, no Z move,
Yeah,
but
no nice spot, no Z moves. Yeah, I also like Kofag. It's a good counter to Mons, which want to run Trick Room for the Lot plus Darkrai. His team's got generally got some pretty solid speed.
yeah, and I
I
like
guess
the
the only
yeah. Go ahead,
sorry,
go ahead.
no, ladies first.
Okay, I was just gonna say I like the speed tiers in general. Like they're not too far apart from each other. I guess there's like a kind of
Yeah,
drop.
yeah, no, the speed tiers are really solid. We haven't
Like
spoken too much about speed tiers because I think in the free draft, like people really don't care about speed tiers.
yeah, yeah, of course.
I only mentioned like the really bad ones. Like I think like JJ Bizzle had pretty
Yeah,
dreadful ones. I Sticks' ones were pretty suspect as well. But yeah, and I guess the only weaknesses I can see are the in terms of typings, he's pretty weak to ice and he's pretty weak to fairy.
right.
So I think the ice with the Zapdos, the Lati, the Breloom and
Gligar,
the Flygon,
Breloom,
and fairy, I think Darkrai, Lati, Breloom, and
Lopunny.
yeah, Lop.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But he does have like solid like I don't know. Like Deoxys is bulky enough to really take on a lot of those types in
Yeah,
general.
yeah. But like, it's worth mentioning that Deoxys doesn't have recover.
Oh yeah, you're right. That
Yeah,
but
so
it does get
it's relying on like Wish Pass
a rest.
or I can't use. Oh yeah, I can use rest. Sorry,
Yeah, you can
I
use
can
rest,
use
right?
rest. Can use rest. Or Drain Punch,
Yeah, or Drain Punch. Sure, you can go bulk up, Drain Punch.
or like if you get Hypnosis, Dream Eater.
I
If
think
it gets Hypnosis, it can
I
do
feel
that.
like it should get Hypnosis, although I could be wrong.
Yeah, I feel like it does.
I feel like it should.
What
But
do
I
you
don't know.
think of Zmons being Latias and Azumarill?
So, I think the Azumarill is a given. It's obviously you're always gonna have Z on that. Um, Latias is fine. Maybe you might want to give it to an Excadrill sometimes, but in general, I think I'm okay with the Latias.
So that was not a defensive mon.
So
An
that's
extra drill, extra like it depends.
Excadrill
Uses
actually has really underrated special.
yeah.
Like, I'll say that for sure.
Like, no, it's HP is like I think its HP is 110. I think its def is like 65 and its defense is 60.
Yeah. Well, no, I feel like
But
it's
like if like an AV set can be FAB pretty annoying.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, hypnosis. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah, of course. It's
Don't bring hypnosis Dream Meter.
yeah. You
Maybe
could bring
bring it versus
Darkvoid.
Park.
At that
Bring
point,
it
you should have
versus Parks
Darkvoid.
because it's a free win. But besides that,
But yeah, no, I like this team overall. I think it's
yeah. No, I really like this team. This is the sort of team I would draft.
yes, it is the sort of team that you would
This
draft.
is the sort of team I would draft.
Yeah, it for sure is.
Hmm. But yeah,
Okay, so up next we have the Memphis Zizzilis. And Steel MC does hit like a truck. You're right. With the Excadrill. But
true.
here we have the Lando T, Mega Mawile, Suicune, Raikou, Nihilego, Cresselia, Kurum, um, Serena, Pangoro, Linoon, and and like yeah, obviously Lando T is a really good Pokemon. Really, it's used a lot. I think
Is it?
sometimes
Is it? Is it?
it might have a good amount
Hmm.
of usage. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Potentially.
We have the Mega Mawile, which is really threatening, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I do realize I did forget the outline around the text for Memphis Isleys.
In fact, I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't point it out, but
Sorry. Well, it's just triggering me.
all right. Well, yeah. What do you think about this draft?
I like this. I think this is a really solid team. It's got really good offense mixed with some pretty nice defense.
I
I
agree.
think it's like no, his defense is still really solid. Like it's mainly through two mons in the um Suicune and the Crest, which are both really fat mons. But he still has like some solid mons who could take a hit, stuff like potentially Kyurem and Comfy.
Yeah.
But I think the offense is where this shines. He has like really good wall breakers in the Lando and the Mega Mawile, both which have like really good synergy between each other.
Right.
So Lando's able to basically break down all the things which Mawile's little stabs don't really cover, and plus Lando covers like both its like real big type weaknesses. And like Mawile's able to switch into stuff like HP ices and then just provide immediate offensive pressure, and then Suicune just really complements them both from a defensive standpoint. And then from there, he adds some nice speed with Raikou and the Neolago. I would like to see like another maybe like really fast Mon, maybe like another Mon like around the 110ish or above speed tier because I think it seems like pretty slow.
Yeah, it is. But it's like they're one of they're those Pokemon that they're like it's okay if it's slow because they're
Yeah,
generally all pretty bulky. Except like maybe
I do also like the double fairy which he has because I think more what because like steel and fairy they're both like the defensive types which cover dragons. So having Convey just means he doesn't like auto lose to dragons.
yeah, pretty much.
Of like Mega was not the best defensive steel, but
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
it's solid. It comes in with like the intimidate. It can obviously
yeah. Like as long as he doesn't run max attack every week and then get one kill with it throughout the whole season.
All right, yeah. Okay, well, thanks for coming, Rattata. But I like the Crest. Kind of like Crest and Suicune. Like, imagine.
Yeah, Crossland's weekend's really annoying. Yeah, he has T spikes as well. If you get T spikes up, then you start
Yep. And
calm like
and
I actually like T spikes plus like pressure sub Kun and Kirim.
yep.
That
And
could be
even the
really
Raikou, and
slow.
even Raikou, if you really
Yeah,
want
even
to like
Raikou, he's
double
got like
down on
triple
that.
pressure.
Yep. And then
That's
um,
very good.
and like the Linoon is obviously something that you just have to
Yeah.
kind
If
of
you don't
prep
prep for
for.
lightning,
Yeah,
it comes
exactly.
in extreme speed.
You don't even necessarily like have to bring it, but it just forces that kind of prep, just like Azumarill does.
Yeah, I mean, I think my biggest criticism is the fact that Pangoro isn't Z because Z Pangoro is great.
Yeah, it's decent. I mean, what are his Emons?
It has such good coverage.
I think I'd rather,
It's like
so so
that's all the coverage.
right now it's like it's Landorus and Raikou, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have
Don't you dare say it should be near Lego.
yeah, I think it should be Nihilego.
No, get out on opinions.
Look, the Landorus is obviously like the best EU user on this team, without question. But I think
I,
Nihilego is like really underrated.
I mean, sure, yeah. That's say it's up there with Z Pangoro.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Like, Lando's a given, but I guess like last he, it's like it's up to personal preference. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
I
of
just
course.
like I like Z Pangoro just because of its like coverage.
Yeah, and I like Nihilego because I think I just think it has a really good coverage option. Yeah, thanks for coming through. I'll see you later,
Yeah.
Burger King.
See, but yeah, Raiku's not a bad one either. It's like really fast. It's
Yeah, yeah, of course.
like you can maybe run like a Psychium Z.
Yeah,
I
like the extra
guess.
sensory, and obviously you can just do
Yeah,
something
the
with
cover.
the
That, I
electric.
think Raikou gets that much coverage, but hey, you know.
Yeah, but I guess what it needs, it gets like ghost coverage, psychic coverage.
Yeah, yeah, Shadowball. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it gets Aura Sphere if you can do that too, like Z Fight.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it does have to be.
shiny. Yeah, no, I guess the only other thing is maybe he doesn't like fairy plus ground coverage, although there's still a crest. The rest of Crush and Suicune, we could say just everything check.
Right.
Yeah, this seems gonna be like really hard to both break down and like
Yeah.
wall,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
which I think is why it's so high up.
Okay. And I think we have one more team left. Have the okay. I can't say
Ah, here we go.
I can't say this name. How do you say
Yeah, go for it. Go try.
this? The
Try.
Armag.
It's not bad. I've heard worse.
What is it?
Armaldos.
Arma,
Yeah,
like
G.
armor.
Yeah, the G silent.
Okay, Armaldos. Kind of whack name. All
Yeah.
right, but look at this. Celesteela, Zygarde, Victini, Tapu Bulu, Terrakion, Seismitoad, Thundurus, Darien Form, Miltank, Starmie, Alolan Persian, and Mega Beedrill.
The first two picks alone were
Honestly,
are
just the first two.
incredible.
Celesteela, Zygarde is like honestly, if you got Celesteela, Zygarde, and if he was able to draft like Toxapex, oh boy, oh
Yeah,
boy.
I mean, yeah, that would be over already, but
That was
thankfully.
thankfully he didn't. He wasn't able to get
Yeah, even the ones you got, like really good solid breakers and Victini, Bulu, Terrakion, Fundy, even Beedrill to an extent.
that. Yeah, of course. Beedrill
The,
is like really scary sometimes. If you don't prep for a Fellstinger set and you get like swept by it, Bob. I guess
yeah,
that's
I thought this team has like such good like synergy between all the mons.
yep.
Like we already said, like the Zygarde, Selly's really nice. Um, I think Bulu plus Steeler's very good.
Yeah.
I think Victini plus Trachion's nice.
Yep.
I think Bulu like really like even though Sasmato's 4 times weak to grass, I mean it just about takes grass moves anyway, but
Yeah,
like
I
you can
mean,
come in and
yeah.
just revenge with grass move anyway, so just having that extra recovery with the grassy train's nice. But he also has like really good resistances in both the Steeler and the Sap Sipper
Right.
Miltank, which I think is very key.
Yep.
Um,
And you know what the best Zygarde check is? Tapu
well,
Bulu. You know what's on his team? Tapu Bulu.
Tapu Bulu.
So like
Yikes!
that's
Yikes!
automatically I just removes the absolute best blanket check to that
Yeah, he's got such great momentum as well with Beedrill, Fundy, and Victini. Although they're all weak to rocks, which is something to keep in mind. But he
Yep.
has,
He has a
yeah,
good
I
spinner.
think like the only like weakness, which I can see on the team, which uh, is that his removal's pretty iffy
Yeah.
with the Starmie and the
Like
Fundy.
Starmie on its own is solid, but not if that's like your only you know
Yeah, like
weather
you
control.
don't really want to run default Thunderous all the time.
Yeah.
Like say like Webs could like really hamper him.
Right. You're right.
Or just like general hazard stack because that like really limits like his like potential like momentum ones.
I will say throughout the entire league or like the entire like everybody I think hazard control has been a big point of like weakness.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing a lot of teams that only have one or two hazard options.
Yeah, or like one two like good ones
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Which is definitely something to keep in mind. I think hazard stack's gonna be pretty huge.
Throughout the entire season.
Yeah, this one has like T Spike, Mega Beedrill. Like the hazard stacking isn't great, which is well, is it like great like compared to what it could be, which is why stuff like Rapid and Starmie like isn't quite as good.
Right.
I still just, you just look at this team. It's just crazy. We haven't even mentioned that Alolan Persian getting parting shot. We talk about the momentum on.
Yeah, exactly. And it
Yeah,
gets,
which is great.
you can parting shot and then bring in Zygarde
Then
or
one of you
Blue,
like
or Beedrill or Terrakion or Thundurus and have them
or
set
any
up.
of these mons.
Like they come in and they just set up you know, a Dragon Dance or a Swords Dance or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't see like any like type weaknesses exactly. I see he has Z mons were I think he chose Zygarde and Alolan Persian, which I think are interesting choices. They could have made it Z Celesteela, so Selly has like a better like offensive thing.
I think
But on this
anything.
team,
I think literally any Pokemon on this team would be a solid gem.
Yeah, he has so many good choices.
These
I
Steelers,
think
these Zygarde,
I think Z Shelly I think Shelly on the teams prefers to be defensive.
yeah, for the most.
Z Trachion's good. Z Victini's not bad. Z Bulu's
Bulu,
nice.
the
I
Thunderous.
do like the Z Alolan Persian because he's with the Z parting shot. It's
Yep.
just able to come in and just like fully heal us.
Yep. Like you whittle down the Zygarde,
Yeah,
you
and
down the Bulu. Bop,
it's
right
so
back and
easy.
forth.
It's so easy just to take on the Z move as well on it. Yeah, like if you're not bringing the Z move on Zygarde.
Yeah, and Zygarde doesn't even need Z move all the time because like
Yeah, exactly.
just give it leftovers, give it sub coil, and you'll get banned from the league.
Yeah, like I said, this seems not perfect. Like I said, the removal's like a bit like the biggest concern. I guess if we're being like harsh, like maybe could have had a Bella Hazard sack.
Yeah.
Because I think Hazard sack would be amazing on the team. But
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe instead of a Mill Tank, if you had like something.
I like
Like a
Miltank on
Hazard.
this team. Like he needed like another reliable rocker, I'd say.
That's true. I think like let's say if like the Mill Tank was like a Chestnut, that would be like really ideal. Because it does like similar things.
No, that's another opinion.
But okay, look, wait, Chestnut gets rocks, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, well if it was okay. If it was a Ferrothorn.
We're doing so well.
Look, I had to. You know, I had to do it. But yeah, no. Overall, I think this is. Although it was close between the top three.
Yeah, we're having like debate between like the top 3 or 4.
Yeah, top 3, top 4. Like they're all really similar. Similar weakness. Well, not. Similar. They all had similar like. criticism.
But maybe you think the number 16 team was the best team. In fact, actually, also that, should we have like a quick run through of like the whole order? Just.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's go all the way at the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah.
spoilers, just
What do you mean spoilers? It's over, huh?
spoilers. I don't know.
What do you mean? Why he has so much. Alright, so number 16 we had the SL Benfinia. What is it? Is that St. Louis?
No, it's Portuguese. It's in
Okay, on
Benfica.
country.
Oh my god, the uncultured swine.
And then we have the Des Moines Delibirds, the DC Aubryon, Peoria Pidgeots, AFC Ajaxers.
I literally told you the right pronunciation. I know. No, end the video already. End the video already.
Wait, we have to finish the recap. Say it again. How is it? It's Ajaxers. Ajaxers.
No. Don't even talk to me.
Okay, the West Coast Weaviles. Arsenal. LA Larvitars. Venice Shaman. Duke Blues Rebels. Auburn Dublades. Act the Memphis. Arma. All those.
It's a better attempt.
I
So
tried.
how long even was this?
It's been an hour and a half too.
Oh, okay, great. As you said, we were going to be faster, but no.
It was a little bit faster. Like
Yeah, we're slightly faster. End it now before.
yeah, I'm ending it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Link to what? DGBA Discord server.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Links below. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe for more content.
Yeah, don't scroll to subscribe to our number 1 power rank team, Parksy.
No. Okay, yeah, also sub to
Parksy.
Parksy. Sub to me for bringing
Don't sub to ATT. Don't sub to ATT. He has uncontent.
Sub to me for bringing you my rank. Which, by the way, hasn't been joining me for the last month.
No.
Alright, that's it.
I noticed that I don't have my mic.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. And we'll see y'all. I don't know, whatever the next.